Alright folks, now this trailer came out about a year ago, but let's do a re-review of this trailer to see all the kept and broken promises made by Wargaming for 2023 in World of Tanks. Now obviously Type 74 hasn't come out yet, still will be like 2 more months for the new gun cooling Japanese heavy tanks. The Japanese tank destroyers are okay, they're mediocre at best. I mean, most disappointing stuff is hull armor is not that great, especially on the tier 10. The Hori T3 or number 3, but whatever I guess. Let's take a look at all the kept and broken promises. So we have arcade mode, snow stuff, Steel Hunter, Reborn, bots, and respawns. Onslaught sucks ass. Nearly 13, Fanta, Morgana, Japanese harbor map reworks. It's okay. Achievement system. So originally, for the new achievement stuff, you get camo at different stages. That did not happen. That did not make it to the actual thingy-majig. What the hell is the thingy-majig? For vehicles. So you don't get camo per your progression elite system thing. You don't get camo with it now. That's unfortunate. Alright, I mean, I guess vehicle skill thing. Alright, I guess. Okay. Oh no! That did not happen. Oh, crew skill rework. Well, some of it gets slight adjustment, but it's not as great or grandiose as this thing. I mean, some of the new skills are crazy, so yeah, no. Some of the radio operator skills are crazy, so yeah, that did not happen. That didn't even come close. No, not even close. Alright. Perk rework, crew rework, 1 crew. No, that did not happen. 1 commander for everybody? No. 1 crew for a lot of vehicles? No, did not happen. Not even close. We get the UI update. Oh, kill cam! Kill cam is not a thing. Ah. You cannot Call of Duty this? Oh, alright. It will be interesting, but useless, superfluous. You don't really need it, right? Effective penetration, relative armor. Okay. Oh, okay, this is more important. So vehicle rebalance. Some of these vehicles did not make it, I believe. Like the IS-3. And did the 110 have a buff? The patent. So we'll do a quick list of all the vehicles I see right here. So vehicle rework, but we have KV4 in the back, type 5/4, one of which AMX 65T, ARL, the tier 6 version thing, 44. M46, 47 patent, TVP, VTU. There's the thing behind Centurion. We have to go slow. We have to go real slow to see all the promises or vehicle rebalance they promised us. But yeah, there were a few, but not as crazy as this list. Is that a Tiger 1? That's either the Tiger 1 or Porsche Tiger from this distance. That's a Porsche Tiger. It looks like a Porsche Tiger. So we'll say it's Porsche Tiger, but Tiger P. I'll put a second line. Tiger 1P. E50. That's a E50. 𝗕𝗿𝗫𝗀𝗲. 𝗕𝗿𝗫𝗀𝗲 got a nerf. Centurion. Looks like the 7-1. Maybe the Mark 1 also. IS-3. 𝗲𝗿𝗀𝗀𝗍, Rhino. 𝗕𝗿𝗫𝗀𝗍, whatever. 110. 121. Batchat. And ARL tank destroyer thing. I forgot the name. ARL tank destroyer. Alright, that's the initial preview slot, but okay. Okay, we got a WZ132A version. And the object 430 version number 2. So WZ132A and object 430 version number 2. So that's what they showed, but obviously I didn't see a buff to the batchat, so that didn't happen. Alright. Yeah, Japanese tank destroyers came out, but not the heavy tanks. Also, we're surprisingly have gotten the British wheel vehicles, which I thought was going to be pushed back to holiday ops. It came out first compared to the heavy tanks. Alright, fine, whatever. Autocannons. So we got Japanese tanks, autocannons? Question mark. It shows you the autocannon stuff, but we got it in overwhelming fire arcade mode. Recon missions for night mode. Dynamic water. Oh, dynamic objects. So recon for night mode, water, objects. Now what is interesting is, we'll talk about this later, is that they did not include the full scope of all the happenings or dynamic stuff happening on the maps. They only include like half, but we'll talk about this later on, like coming right up. Also did not mention the cinder blocks you can push around and stuff. More details in February for the Lion. Assembly shop. Yeah, assembly shop stuff. So yeah, more assembly shop. Like we need it. But ass shop. In caps. Alright, so that's what we got for this year. But let's see all the patches. So I have the list of the patches. We've gone from 1.19.1 all the way to 1.23. So let's see if I can remember. The first one is rocket heavy tanks. Rocket heavy tanks. Should be. Rocket heavy tanks. Added the battle pass tanks. And the Japanese premiums. Fix some bugs, but that's practically it. Yada yada. So Chinese rocket heavy tanks for the start of the year. Next we have map rework. Alright, bunch of map rework. And some buffs to Russian medium tanks, German light tanks, Porsche Tiger got a buff, 𝗕𝗿𝗫𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 got a nerf, ARL tank destroyer got a buff. So no mentioning of the tier 6 ARL 44. So we got this. We got the AMX 65T crossed off. The ARL tank destroyer. That is gone. The 𝗕𝗿𝗫𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, not a not good luck, but still. The E3 as well. Fine. Oh man, that sucks. They nerfed the view range and the DPM. Porsche Tiger. They did not mention the German light tanks, which is okay. No object 430 version number 2. Comment. Centurion buffs are great. The Centurion buffs are pretty nice, but alright. Still no KV4. We haven't seen 𝗲𝗿𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗲. 𝗲𝗿𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 That's it. Alright, just first batch of buffs, and we're still missing a few. So, oh, Centurion. That got buff. Yeah, Centurion got a buff. No IS-3, 110, 121, batchat, Chinese, bunch of Chinese vehicles, 𝗵𝗿𝗍, patent. All right, fine, whatever. So map change, rework, and buffs, vehicle buffs, nerfs. All right, next patch, we have Japanese tank destroyers. Skill slight rework, not that much, just slight rework. So some quality of life improvements like mentor or �11𝗠 arms, but get the prescription thing or subscription thing, not prescription. Recon mission for dynamic blowing up stuff. That's interesting. Onslaught doesn't matter, it sucks ass still. Economy, slight map rework. Damage model improvements, but not really buffs. Okay, so basically just Japanese tank destroyers and some of the perks. So Japan, TD, and some crew skills. Yeah, okay. Next patch. Frontline, Steel Hunter, service record doesn't matter. That okay for one of the first British wheel vehicles. And that's it. So this one is more like different modes. Game mode, frontline, and Steel Hunter modes. Changes. Alright. Not crazy. Not really that crazy. So next patch, we have rank mode is discontinued, as well as the rank shop, Twist of Fate for a frontline, overwhelming fire for arcade, battle pass, Steel Hunter. That's it. What? So basically just slight twist in arcade mode. Autocannon, arcade mode. And no more rank, X rank. There we go. So yeah, the patches seems okay, but not the craziest. And then we have the cars. Tank Academy is a tutorial, doesn't matter that much. The onslaught mode sucks ass. Auto flipping of vehicles. Some changes of maps, but okay, I guess. So second map rework. Nerfs. Oh yeah, the nerfs to the Russian Object 279 early and the chieftain. Oh, this is the big bamboozle. This is the big one. Here comes the big one. Some of the Patriot or patent versions. Alright, so here is the patent. We got the patents out of the way. That's nice. That's nice. Patents. Yeah, this one for the chieftain and the Object 279 early. I thought Wargaming had no balls to do it, but surprise, surprise, they actually did it. Also another nerf to the Object 268 version number 4 with less horsepower per ton ratio, or less top speed. Yeah, less horsepower per ton, less top speed. Better traverse though, on paper, but whatever. So Pershing got a buff. IS-3. Another change for the AMX-65T again. British heavy tanks got a slight buff at middle tiers. Chieftain, turtle buff. 110. Alright. I haven't played mine, but that's good to know. And the Chinese tank destroyers. No mentioning of the Chinese light tank, the 𝗵𝗿𝗍, the IS-3 for some reason. And the batchat. So KV4, Type 5, nothing changed. Yeah, nothing changed. Oof. Alright, I mean, that's second vehicle rework, V-buffs, nerfs. That's a big one for the chieftain. Alright, 1.22.1, the current patch before tomorrow. So we have elite system for vehicles, which is not that much. Vehicle UI, frontline, onslaught, Steel Hunter. That's it. Bofors Torvon got a buff, which is nice, but it's okay. I need a speed buff. It's still kind of slow. So yeah, this one is the current patch. Got a UI, crew UI. And I forgot what the other one is. That's the only big one. Oh, the vehicle progression thing, which doesn't matter. Vehicle elite stuff. Blah. Alright, and final patch coming out tomorrow. We have random events. No vehicle buffs or whatever. And that's it. So, random events plus holiday ops, other stuff. So, rando, evento, and holiday ops. Oh, there you go, folks. We're still missing a bunch. So, alright. So, originally promised us arcade mode, new stuff. Technically, arcade mode is like test server, but without the test server. So, that's crossed out. That doesn't need to be mentioned. That came true. Steel Hunter Reborn and bots came true. Onslaught still sucks ass. Mirror Leader Ting is still good. So, gets a check mark. There you go, check mark. Phantom Morgana for Frontline, come out. Japanese harbor map, no, okay. Vehicle skill thing, it came out, but it's like a half. So we did not get camo for the actual different levels of your vehicle elite system. But this thing is the crew skill rework did not happen. Kill cam did not happen. KV4, Type 5, Type 4, ARL 44, TVP VTU, E50. E50 doesn't really need a buff, but okay, if you're going to buff it, I wouldn't object. Japanese tank came out, except for the heavy tanks. Autocannon, more like a testing. Recon for night. Water did not happen. Night came out, water did not happen. I don't see water. I see objects. And a bunch of ash shop. 2, surprisingly, instead of 1. So 2 ash shops. And 3 marathons instead of like 1 marathon based on battle pass. Which is kind of a lot of events for this year. But yeah, crew skill got a big backlash. As well as autocannon. Autocannon doesn't really become a thing. It's not really that. So yeah, major big hiccup is the crew skill thing. Kill cam is fun gimmick, but it's not gonna be that important. So some vehicles still haven't gotten buffed, but I think KV4 is fine. Type 5, it's mostly because the high explosive nerf. So all the Japanese heavy tanks got a big nerf with a high explosive nerf way back when. ARL 44, I don't think it needs it, but yeah, there are a few vehicle buffs and nerfs, but from what I played this year, the vehicle that I think really sucks ass, currently that does need a buff is, let's see, starting with Americans, the Yo tank. God, this thing sucks so hard. The tier 9 M6 Yo is terrible. I hate this thing. It's a medium tank that's not fast, practically. Might as well play with the M103. It just sucks. I hate this thing. Alright, Germans. German light tanks got a buff, but Grill 15 still needs a buff. It's been like decades. Come on, buff this thing. The mediums feel fine. The heavy tanks feels fine. Even the Yak Panzer E100. Yeah, buff the Grill 15, please. Russians. Ah, crap. They're fine. I say they're fine. Buff the K91, but it doesn't really need it. Buff these two. Mostly the tier 9, but Object 430 version number 2. Change it back to the original armored version. That would be great, but it's still fine. British vehicles are fine. Cars feel okay. They're not the most overpowered of stuff, but it feels fine, I guess. It's okay. Maybe buff the Manticore's gun elevation angles and some of the ammo count. It already got buffed, but not that much. French. Does the batchat really need a buff? It needs an update, but just been collecting dust for me since there are better autoloaders at tier 10. So it's been outclassed by like stuff like the TVP T5051 in a sense. Like this vehicle. Also, what happened to the Czech tank destroyers? It's been 2 years now. A year and a half. Japanese tank destroyers. This one sucks. But then again, it's only tier 6. Buffed the heavy tank line. The super heavy tank line. So, blah. Chinese tank destroyers got buffed. This one sucks. Mostly because the 𝗕𝗿𝗀, the rock heavy tanks are blah. So, might as well play with the non-rocket heavy tanks. They're more nimble and mobile. Polish, they feel fine. Give turbo mode to the middle tiers or higher, slightly higher tiers, like tier 8 and tier 9. That would be great. Swedish, you nerf the 𝗕𝗿𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 to hell, so nothing to say there. And Italians, buff the rinoceronte. God damn. I think they buffed it, but not as much as I would like to for the DPM. Oh, there you go, folks. A quick rambling video, but so no kill cam, no crew skill rework, and no autocannons. Well, technically they tested the autocannons, but no water, dynamic water thing, as well as amphibious mode, I guess. So we can talk about the new object for 1.23. So they told us that there's going to be different stuff happening. We already tried it with arcade mode or recon mission, so let's see. Yeah, for example, Himmelsdorf has the blimp crashing in the middle, as well as the train crashing on the railroad part, I guess. That's fine. That's the same as with the arcade mode. But on 𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗀𝗀, there was a plane crash right here on the hill. So destroy some of the vegetation and give you a slight cover for advancing on the hill. Doesn't happen on this version. So they took that away. Guess it's not that good. And the train can also push your vehicle to the center of the map. It does not damage your vehicle. The train doesn't appear until like 2 minutes in. So you can actually push your vehicle if you park in front of the tracks and push you all the way to the middle of the tracks. But then again, okay. Rurenberg, I thought there was something happening over here too, but just feels kinda bare minimum. Like this is the only change that I really noticed. I mean, I wasn't here most of the time on arcade mode, but I think there was something happening here too, but memory is getting faulty. And for Safe Haven, I thought there was something happening here. Oh, the ship came in. So just besides the bunker, the ship will come in and destroy the bridge right here. You saw that with the video, with the preview video of the ship coming in to destroy the bridge. That was it. Yeah, there's a gigantic ship came in, destroyed the harbor. I mean, the plane came in, yada yada, but okay. So some of the stuff are missing. Also, they did not mention the cinder blocks, the pushable cinder blocks thing. So that was too OP, I guess. Took that away, but finally, let's wrap up with the maps. So this is 2021, 2022. Japanese, Oriental, Chinese-ish of a map design. It's not bad, but heavy tanks go here. Medium tanks, tank destroyers go here. It's fine map. Let me just give us all these maps. So this one came out. This is the Japanese map. Japanese harbor map. But this one came out last year with the outpost. So, I mean, you have enough maps. Just tweak it on the fly, right? Give us micro patches or small patches to tweak out the balance of this stuff. Let us play with unbalanced maps just for a little bit. You have 9 maps. Only 2 came out. All of these I feel fine about playing on. I mean, they're okay. Some of the maps are not good for artillery, like this map. So most of the heavy tanks and mediums go here or in the middle. So, or even this map, the Oyster Bay, you can't even play artillery because everybody's here. There's no good shot for artillery, but whatever. So just give us all these maps. You have it. 2 out of 9 came out. What the hell is this? It's 2022? Alright, fine, whatever. Yeah, heat maps for different stuff. Yeah, places where people go. I mean, you have the maps. Just give us the maps. You already tested it for like 2 years now. Why not? Just, or even bring back old maps, like what the Russian servers are doing. But, well, there you go, folks. So I don't know how I feel about crew skills. I mean, there are some crew skills are pretty OP. I even did a rate the video on the crew skills, but that did not came out. Kill cam, okay, whatever. Doesn't matter that much. Give us buffs for the Type 5 and Type 4, and the Honies, and the Onis, and the whatever the hell. The Ohos and the Onis and whatever. Yeah, they need a buff. So overall, we'll have to see what next year will bring. Likely the autocannons for the checks, and maybe some new gimmicky tank lines. But most of the recent tank lines either have one mechanic or another, or even two, like with the gun cooling and the hydropneumatic suspension. But only the Japanese tank destroyers feel just basic bitch of a line. But yeah, we'll have to see what the other lines. There are going to be a lot of marathons. There's going to be like 3 marathons and at least 2 assembly shops. So yeah, stuff your ass with money and give it to wargaming. But it's actually been an eventful year. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Marathons, assembly shops, battle passes. I just wish we had a Girls on Panzer tie-in with collaboration. But hell, we got a Terminator collaboration. We got a Dune collaboration out of nowhere. So we'll have to see. But as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
𝗕𝗿𝗫𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃